Hello and welcome to the Bot Box. So before I start this episode, I'm going to start with something I've been preparing to say for a while. And now's the time to say, as this is the last 2023 episode, and I need to say this to 2024 before it starts. See, I've noticed that leap years have had a tendency to suck recently. 2012 wasn't bad, but I have happier memories of the second half than the first half, which on a personal level sucked. It was not fun to live with it. It was actually pretty painful emotionally. 2016 was just flat out sucky on multiple levels, but some good things happened in 2016, part of which led to these videos happening, and another part led to ultimately me ending up here. 2020 did not have that redeeming feature. It somehow managed to make 2016 look less bad. Not fine, just less bad. Nothing can make 2016 look good. And even making 2016 look less bad was something I thought was not going to happen ever. So, 2024, the year about to come, I see you are a leap year. There's a 29th of February, I see that. So you have one job, just one. Please suck less than 2020. I know the bar lies right at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, but I'm asking you to go over the bar. 2020 had a low bar to cross and it went under the bar. So I'm asking you 2024, don't do that. Cross the bar, be better than 2020, please. Yeah, my expectations for 2024 are pretty low. Anyway, time to cry havoc and let loose the bots of, Robot Wars. Well, Havoc anyway. Havoc was a black box with a wedge at the front and a face painted on, red eyes, white smile, little star painted on top. And could be armed with static spikes, a mace, or a lifter. It entered Series 2 of Robot Wars and landed in Heat L, and so had to face the gauntlet. Havoc initially went into the gauntlet and failed to move because a wire fell off. Once it found the fault, the wire falling off, they could fix it within 10 seconds, but finding the fault nearly cost them their place in the tournament. It just took so long. Because they fixed it just in time, they could go out and have a proper go at the gauntlet with a functional robot. Havoc went for the left-hand route with the pits and sentinel, but wasn't quick enough to avoid dead metal, so attempted to push past the house robot. Unfortunately, dead metal was being an immovable object. Whilst Havoc was no unstoppable force, it did break one of the dead metal's weapons. It got 10.3 metres along the course as well, which is a respectable distance, and made it to the trials, which that week was Sumo versus Dead Metal. Oh, fun. It gets an immediate chance at revenge. Havoc tried driving around Dead Metal, but ended up going too far and ended up on the edge of the sumo ring and in Dead Metal's claws. It managed to hang on because its wheels were still on the sumo ring for a few seconds before getting shoved off. It still lasted 14.15 seconds, which was enough to get them through to have a fight against a lifter named Flirty Skirty. Yes, someone called their robot Flirty Skirty. Go look up episode 143 if you don't believe me. Havoc pushed Flirty Skirty early on, and a brief pushing war ensued. And it ended when Havoc pushed Flirty Skirty to a corner and just left it with the house robots. The rest of the fight was the house robots beating up Flirty Skirty. Havoc was actually out of focus. And just staying well away from the house robots, not wanting their paintwork to get damaged. So what the team said, they did not want their paintwork to get damaged. It takes a while to get a nice finish on the paint. But weirdly enough, they never deemed Flirty Skirty to be immobile, even though it was not moving for most of the fight unless a house robot was pushing it. That fight actually went to the judges. Havoc won and went through. They even need to say, yeah, this has gone to the judges. Havoc's been declared the winner. It was obvious Havoc had won. And yet, judges' decision. Anyway, so they went through to the heat final and faced a lifter stroke saw wielder named Havoc. And Havoc brought their mace attachment to the heat final party. Havoc pushed Havoc around early on, but Havoc got away every single time. They got pushed multiple times. And they even managed to push Havoc into Matilda, though Havoc escaped. Havoc then responded by shoving Havoc into Shunt, who axed Havoc. Ooh, that's bad for the paintwork. And put Havoc on its side. Now, this was obviously before, a couple of episodes before Cassius self-righted for the first time. And none of the other robots had a self-righter. And robots with self-righters on the sides where they might get stranded were not that common. In fact, they didn't exist in Series 2. So, Havoc being on its side eliminated it immediately. As soon as it was on its side, cease got called. Havoc was toast. However, the team did return. Havoc did not, but the team did return. They brought another robot in Series 3 that we'll get into in an episode called Undertaker. Havoc actually had a pretty solid run until it met a robot with more pushing power than it. But they should never have had a mace attachment. They should have stuck with one weapon, the lifter, and they'd have been fine. Maces, I'm sure they have some kind of medieval weaponry appeal, but they don't do anything in robot combat. They never have. Having said that, they did well to actually get started in the heat. It could have been another Pain or Parthian shot scenario where they didn't get their robot fixed in time. It's just for the best for them and the episode that they did actually manage to get the robot fixed in time, because once it was working, Havoc was solid, it was reliable, and its fight against Flirty Skirty should never have gone to the judges. I mean, it knocked out Flirty Skirty just by sending it to the corner. Straight. Anyway, solid bot probably wouldn't. In a weak heat, it would have won, but it did bottom make the heat final. Who's next? Who am I starting 2024 with? Which bot is next on the docket? Well, this just fell out of the box. Please be kind, Taiki. Please. I don't have much time to write this episode. I don't want to open this slip and find I've got razor. Oh, it's okay. I don't have razor. I have brute. You see? Brute. Until next year. Callison 244 out.